Howdy guys, and welcome back to Albert Engel's Pro Career and Pro Cycling Manager 2024. We are officially over halfway through the Volta. Last episode went pretty well. We gained a little bit more time over Jorgensen. He seems to be our main competitor once again, our arch rival from the Giro earlier on in this season. This episode we'll be doing stage 12, 13, 14, and 15. And here is stage 12 from Jean to Cordoba. Yeah, I think that's not a bad way to pronounce it. We got a Cat 3 and a Cat 2 to contend, but otherwise a pretty uneventful stage. Let's crack on in.
Before the route of this Vuelta turns resolutely towards the north, today's 12th stage takes the riders west from Jaén to Cordoba. In fact, 3 times to Cordoba, because after the first visit, the riders head to Medina Hazahara and across the third category Alto de San Geronimo. Then it's back to Cordoba before a second category climb with a foreboding name of Alto de 14%. Fortunately, only a very small section is at 14%. The final third of the 167-kilometer route should be lively, and there's a good chance that we'll see the Barriders to the fore.
Alright, break is away. That is 11 riders up the road with a KOM leader in there. That's Zwiehoff at the moment, the German rider for Jayco. Astana have Mohlebran again. Bennett's up there. Michael Matthews as well for Jayco is in there. Woods has made it in there again. Jayco's really loaded that breakaway up with Dunbar as well. Yeah, pretty strong break. They might hang on or they might not. It looks like we got Ineos, Lidl, Trek, Lotto, obviously us and Visma all pretty interested in bringing it back. So we'll jump forward to that first Cat 3. Alright, we are a fair way up the first Cat 3 of the day. It's kind of a weird one. It climbs and then just isn't a climb, basically. Best way to explain it. It's a minute 21 to what remains of the breakaway. 3 riders have already been dropped from it. A 4th rider has just been dropped as well. Although the real strong guys are remaining, except for Zwiehoff, who actually got dropped out of that peloton, or the early break, I mean. Which is pretty interesting. We might be tempted to have a bit of a think about it. Just check here. Yeah, it's 22 points. Albert's got 7. We are tempted to think about it, that's for sure. We'll see if we get on terms or in touching distance of it. No, it looks like Patrick Conrad. Is he attacking or just riding very hard at the moment? I think just very hard. We'll jump forward a little bit further. Alright, we're almost at the top. There's the K to go. It's like banner or arches, whatever you call it. Doesn't look like we're going to catch him, so we're not going to bother with it, although Velasco thought about it. It's a bit of a weird move there from him. There was no points on it, I don't know why he did that. You can see the other side that we go up there. That's the other side that we're going to go up. But yeah, that was a very hardly like it was quite ridden. Jeez, I'm not wording very well. That was ridden quite hard, but it looks like not much damage to the peloton. Jorgensen's on a better day than us, as usual in this tour so far. We've come into it pretty cooked. It is a big season. This is our 3rd Grand Tour. We haven't really shed much light on what we're trying to do, because I don't want to jinx it, but essentially we're trying to do what's never been done. The Grand Slam of Grand Tours, win all 3 in one season. Not many riders have even won all 3, let alone in one season. That is kind of seen as near impossible. Looks like Christian Odecking's on bidden duty, which is good. We need him desperately. Alright, let's jump forward to the Cat 2 climb. The name of this climb involves the percentage. Alto del 14%. That's scary. That's, yeah, pretty ominous then. Doesn't seem like Christian Odecking's actually going to get up here with those drink bottles that we so desperately would love to have. But that's not good. We're just going to have to ride it without it, I guess. It's being ridden very hard at the minute. We are catching everybody from that early breakaway. Ooh, Adam Yates is attacking. We're going to counter that move, I think. Didn't go anywhere, unfortunately. No, but there are 137 riders left in this peloton. Albanese is a pretty strong rider as well, I think, from memory. Looks like Adam Yates is attacking again, so we'll follow that move.
Acceleration by Adam Yates.
Okay, he hasn't really gone anywhere with it so far. Still no drink bottles from Mr. Oh, Lemmy Kemner's now attacking. Okay, we'll grab that wheel. We might take the gel very shortly. I'm willing to relay with Lemmy Kemner, if I'm honest. I'm willing to. We're taking the gel at least. We've got a K to go to the top here. We're going to switch to effort because I want the points. Let's see if Kemner's going to sprint us. No, he's not. Okay, we'll switch back to relay now. Drop the effort a little bit. Looks like Tulet's here. Arietta as well. Bit of a weird mix, I've got to say. We're going to grab Biddens, if I'm honest, because we never got that delivery from the team. Oh, okay, great. We're going to go all the way to the back of the peloton to get him. Cool. All right, let's switch back to maintain for now. Find someone for the sprint here. I think Van Gils would be great if I could find wherever he is. We'll grab Jorgensen for the minute. That's probably the most obvious choice for Albert and get a little bit closer to the finish line. Alright, well, we do have suddenly some team members around us, so we may as well form our own little bit of a sprint train here. Christian Odd-Ecking can try to move up onto Thibaut Nice's wheel, and we'll grab Magnus Kort's wheel. Perfect. Alright, we're under 5k to go. Looks like Bowman's going to surge here. We'll grab his wheel with Christian Odd. Yes, nice work. Almost under 3k to go. That is perfect. We're going to hit over the top of him now with Christian Odd and launch his sprint. Nice and early. Got a corner here, which is good. Get a bit deeper yet. Perfect. Okay, launch the sprint now with Magnus Kort. Albert's already taken his gel. Gone pretty deep with Magnus Kort. Now launch with Albert. Jorgensen is floating around. No Jorgensen, but maybe Navarez over the top of Albert, is it? Oh, it's close. I think it's just Albert. He gets third, I think it is now, stage win, or fourth. I'm losing count. But Navarez there in second, Jorgensen third, Maxime Van Gils in fourth, and Albanese in fifth. What an eventful stage in the end. I was very fortunate to have Magnus Kort and also Christian Odd-Ecking coming through in the end. That actually worked out really well for the team. So great team ride. And here he is taking the top step on the podium. Familiar spot in this Vuelta for Albert so far, but we're a little bit a ways away from how dominant Jorgensen was last season in the Vuelta. We extend our lead slightly over him, a minute 21 now over Jorgensen. That is good news. Zwihoff is remaining in the KOM jersey, but we are closing the gap slightly. We're under 10 points now away. Gaviria still leading that points class. Maxime Van Gils moves up, but so does Albert. So we're only 15 points away. A sweep could be on. Never know. Young riders safely on our shoulders, and I'm assuming, yep, EF are still leading that Team GC. All right, let's crack into stage 13. All right, and we are ready for stage 13. Which is from Balmaz to Villanova della Serena. It's a pretty much... This is about as flat as a stage comes in the Volta, I'd say. So pretty much flat. All right, let's crack into it.
For the start of this 13th stage, we've come to Belmez, 60 kilometers northwest of yesterday's finish. The circuitous 197-kilometer route will take the peloton further northwest to a finish in Villanueva de la Serena. There are no obstacles along the way, and so, after a long, hot day in the saddle, we should see the sprinters fight it out on the final flat stage of this Vuelta. Then all will load up on calories for tomorrow's day in the mountains. Perhaps some patatera, the Extremadurán pork fat and mashed potato sausage.
The final flat stage of this year's Giro. We're at stage 11. Wait, is it stage 11 or stage 12? I can't count. But yeah, either way, it's still pretty early in. Alright, Peloton was running a little bit hard there. They were not exactly stoked with the makeup of that early breakaway, but we've got Maholbron, Nikalu, Nellens, and Osborne in the end. Upson, Koenig, Israel, Caja and Astana all represented. Right, we'll jump all the way forward to that intermediate sprint point and then the finale. Right, we are about to arrive at the sprint point. We are a bit under 3k or so out. Looks like we have a few riders interested. Corbin, Strong, Gamay. Viviani, though, is not interested. Well, he was, but he didn't take out any of the points. So no changes to that overall. I don't know what is doing there, but sure, surging a little late. It was Gamay getting him in the end, though. So yeah, no real change to the points class situation, which is happy days for Engel, with this being the final flat stage. Alright, we need to move ourselves up a little bit and find Gaviria's wheel. Where is the fast Colombian? There's one of his teammates. There he is. Okay, we're going to grab his wheel with Albert. Jump on that wheel, Albert, if you could, please, good sir. Yes, he's found Gaviria's wheel. Perfect. We're under 10k to go. We're going to jump a little bit more forward to around 4k to go. Alright. We jumped a little bit further than 4k. We're at 3k to go. We're still somewhat on Gaviria's wheel. It's a hotly contested wheel, this one. Everyone seems to want it. Under a k to go, which is really good. We'll launch with Albert. See if he can find a gap. He might be able to pick some points up. It looks like Gaviria is going to take the win, though. Maximum points for him. Gamay was in 8th, I see. Machete, Vermesh, Boroncini, and Van Gils taking out the top 5. Albert actually managed 11th, so not a bad result at all. Magnus Cort and Nielsen down there in 16th. Alright, let's see the podiums. Gaviria is there taking out the top step. We've got Albert still leading GC. Love to see that. That is good. No real changes here, though, at the moment. Zwiehoff still leading the KOM. There's no KOM points. Gaviria's extended his lead for now. He's about, what is that? 59 points, I think that is now, over Albert, and something extra in change over Van Gils as well. No change in Young Rider and no change in team class. Okay, we'll get into stage 14. Okay, we got stage 14 is from Don Benito to Pico Villacras. It is back into the high mountains, though. This final climb looks like a very hard climb, but this climb in the middle here, this cut 1, looks very, very steep. So let's find out what kind of day Albert's on. His fitness is still very low. Would love for that to pick up very soon. It could be a dangerous day for Albert here. We'll find out.
So, some of the GC leaders could fall by the wayside on this 14th stage. The first half of the 160-kilometer route from Don Benito is without pitfalls. But the second half introduces an untried first category ascent that is climbed twice. It's encountered first in the guise of a 3-kilometer concrete slope at 15%. That is the Alto Colado de Ballesteros. The riders then head down into Guadalupe on a loop that will bring them 15 kilometers back up the same road for a finish on the Pico Villuercas. The average slope is 6.5%, but there are sections at 10%.
Alright, so we have the standard formation of a stage. What else we got? Anything else really interesting? Well, it's a long breakaway. Well, big breakaway, not a long breakaway. If they all get up there, it'll make a long breakaway, that's for sure. Yeah, the KOM leaders, Wehoff's trying to get in there once again. Though he faded last time. Last time he was in the breakaway. So I don't know that that'll go too well for him. Anything else here? Not really. Looks like they're going to manage to get away. The peloton is kind of sitting up, so we'll jump forward to that category 1 climb. Right, we are back, and we are on the early slopes of this climb. It's a bit of an interesting one. It's a cat 3 into a cat 1 with no real rest in the middle. It's going to be a very hard climb, I think. It's already being ridden very hard by the, well, by our team, actually, and DSM. Van Trix on the front at the moment, burning himself for the team, doing a good effort. EB's at 4 minutes. Those 26 riders are looking pretty dangerous for the stage win, I'd say. We're about to hop on to this Category 1 climb now as well. Taking us up to 1,400 meters. We can see it's at 12%. I think it tops out at 16 even, yeah. Very steep climb. Alright, we're going to adjust our effort up to 84 so we don't lose any spots. Okay, 500 meters to the top. We've got Christian Eckings on the front for us at the moment. Albert's not losing out. We've got a Feeney right next to us, which means Jorgensen's just behind us. Yeah, no real big changes across that climb. Although Garcia took 10 points. He also took 2 points there. I think that's going to be the KOM lead for him, if I'm honest. Alright, we're over that climb. This is now the climb, the finishing climb. Basically, we're descending the finishing climb. We're going to go back up it. Alright, we're going to jump forward to that final climb. We might have a little sniff at these points in the middle if we do catch the EB, but I doubt we will. Magnus Court could just, you know, maybe relax a bit or come and protect us even. Probably a better option. It's just riding ridiculously hard and I kind of don't care for the stage win. I mean, I do, but I'm also happy to not win it. I'm going to need him to get Biddens at some point. Probably now is a good shot because I don't think he's going to last much longer up here. Alright, that was a good little descent there. Albert's back at full bars, although they're riding very hard on the front. So obviously Movistar, Visma and UAE are pretty vested in a stage win. We've got Magnus Court still here, although not for much longer. He's about to be exhausted. We're kind of looking around, having to think of what's going to happen. We'll sit here for a little bit longer, just to kind of watch and see. Visma's got a rider on the front now. Looks like Adam Yates is attacking. We'll adjust our effort accordingly because I'm sure Visma will react to that. Yep, they are. Volta's moving up now as well. That's interesting. They've got a very strong team. Now they've got Bowman up here. That's 3 riders on the front. Let's go back and take a look at Jorgensen. Just compare the two. Okay, pretty similar. That's not too bad. We can adjust back, I think. Maybe 77 for now. Just see how that holds. Slipping backwards a little bit on that effort. So maybe adjust it back up to 84 again. Ooh, that was a very fast surge here. Yeah, seems like they're really surging. I think that might have hurt Jorgensen though. Yeah, it has. It's kind of well done tactically there. Slip backwards a little bit. We'll move ourselves up to 87 though, just to make sure we're not losing any ground here. Only a minute 13 back from the front. We might switch on effort. Seems like there is a bit of a split happening. Ooh, Jorgensen's attacking. We might switch ourselves onto effort 92 quickly. Alright, he's catching. Perfect. He's going to grab Jorgensen's wheel. Okay, sit there, sit on Jorgensen. Grab that wheel. Can he restore some energy maybe? If he gets back into the 80s. Yeah, 79, 77, 76 even. Looks good. Oof. Okay, no. Try and grab Jorgensen's wheel, but we have cracked. Albert is showing signs of weakness. It's not looking the best here. We'll just sit here for a second and then launch our sprint. Try and jump across if we can. It is Garcia taking another stage win. It is time on the road for Jorgensen there. Maybe 30 seconds. Oof. Hugh Carthy held on from the early breakaway as well. But yeah, Rule Garcia Perana. I can't believe he keeps being allowed into the breakaway. Yeah, that was a difficult to navigate stage there for Albert. He needs to be in a little bit better RDC, that random day kind of calculations, to hopefully get a bit of a better result. But let's see the podiums and see what the damage is. And there is Rule Garcia taking his second stage win of this Volta, second win in a Grand Tour for him as well. Jorgensen at 47 seconds, Albert at a minute 13. That means it is under a minute now on GC. It's very close. Rule Garcia as well being allowed back into the picture yet again. In and out he is at the moment. KOM lead is back on his shoulders. He extends massively there. Jorgensen moving up as well. The points class situation, we bagged a couple, but we're hoping our form comes back to us much quicker. No changes on young rider or team class. All right, let's get into the final stage of this episode, stage 15. Oh, but first, it is a level up, level 25 for Albert. Skills, we're going to keep leveling up his willpower, I think, is not a half bad idea. All right, let's crack into this final stage. Final stage of this episode. All right, stage 15 is from Naval Moral de la Mata to El Barraco, which is a roller coaster of a stage. But all right, with that kind of descent, I'm pretty confident with these ones. I'm not going to lie. There is a lot of points on offer for the KOM. Would love for the EB to not really be allowed up the road, but it will be. They can't really fight that with our team.
Welcome to this 15th stage from Naval Moral de la Mata to El Barraco. It brings the riders into the Sierra de Avila, where they'll take on 2 first category, 1 second category, and 1 third category climbs. None of the slopes along the 193-kilometer route harbour any major difficulty, but they do add up to 60 kilometers of climbing. The summit of the longest, the Puerto de Mirares, it's crossed 40 kilometers from the finish, and from the top of the shortest, the Puerto San Juan de Nava, it's just 5 kilometers downhill to the line. GC contenders will want to be to the fore when it is crossed.
I think too many riders for the EB once again. It looks like, yeah, 24 riders trying to get off the front. Rule Garcia again? Really? That's... Nah, even I'm going to put my foot down on that one. We got Hulgaard's pacing at the moment. We'll whack him on maybe 87. Maybe we'll put Coolset with him as well. I don't want that breakaway being allowed to form properly at all. So we'll adjust Albert up to 75 and fast forward on the 4X. We'll catch you guys up with any major movements. Running out of riders to be able to ride the front here. Hulgaard's a bit spent, so we had to quickly get Odd Ecking on it, only because he was purely one of the only riders in a good position to help us out. He's riding very hard on 86. We do need that breakaway back. Rule Garcia just cannot be in the early break, I'm afraid. Not with how high he's riding on GC. Alright, we've got Joe Henderson up here as well. He can jump in and help Matters out, and Van Tricht as well is up here helping Matters out, so that's all very good news. We might have to just adjust them a little bit. Okay, perfect. Right, we got 3 men on the front. Magnus Court's somewhere about as well. We might have to rely on him yet, but we've got it down to a minute 50 for now. Oop, Van Tricht unfortunately has crashed. That's bad news for us. We're gonna have to up it with these boys, these 2. Back up to 87 for now, I think, because a minute 40 on this climb can very much blow out when we don't have much firepower. Well, we're going to adjust Albert up to 84 effort, I think, is about right for this climb. We're on this cut 1. The boys are spent out of these 2. We're going to have to swing them off and get Magnus Court riding now. There's no one here that's really interested, so we might attack. If I'm honest, our best move is to attack purely to get other riders chasing. Alright, we're going to sit on effort 84 for now. At least that'll get the the peloton moving. They're kind of cracking, kind of not. Riders scrambling, they're going on our wheel. We're going to keep it on 84 for now. We're going to at least ride through a fair few riders and get the EB a little bit under control. Jorgensen is actually the rider that's reacted to us now. He's running out of yellow though, interestingly. We're almost at the top. Catching Rodriguez there. Are there any points on offer at the top? No, not quite. Oh no, there was 6 points. Okay, well, it wasn't all for naught. We did catch Rule Garcia. I didn't actually catch that happening. We're very vested in just making the catch. But nice enough work by the team. They've managed to get it into a position where we could actually do that work. And I suppose the good news here is we seem to have had it over Jorgensen today. So maybe a bit of a change in fortunes for Albert. All right, on to this cut 2. Right, we are on this cut 2. We have Magnus Court riding pretty hard to catch that solo rider, and we have Garcia interested in going yet again. So we're actually going to counter him today. No, I don't think so, buddy. That is not on at all. We're going to ride through those 2 attackers and sit it on 85 for now. At least that'll get people vested in chasing. We're a bit over 4k to the top still. Okay, we've reached the front of the bike race at least. The peloton's only 20 seconds behind us. Bennett's here, very interested to get the points, I think. We've still got a lot of red left though, so we can keep riding at 84. And we grab the full points there, great. Right, we're going to sit up, get on the back of these riders, probably grab some biddens whilst we're up here, actually not a bad shout. And get all of our yellow bar back. Here is Jorgensen. Let's just check. Green to green is very similar. That's very interesting. We went off the front, yet we're at the same levels as each other. That's looking like a pretty good day for Albert. Right, at least we've got 5 points back in the bag. Catch you guys on the next Cat 1. Oh, Magnus Court has crashed behind, unfortunately. It's not good news at all. He was almost back up here. Oh, Magnus Court is back up here, actually. We'll grab him to protect us. Actually, you know what? Before you protect us, you might get biddens as well. Because we've got 60k to go and a massive Cat 1 climb. Let's get onto it. Albert's had enough. He's bored. He wants to go on his own. We'll sit it on 85, I think. Just on the limit of using your red. That's going to force the Visma boys to chase, and eventually, hopefully, Jorgensen himself. It's already out to 45 seconds. We'll grab a bit whilst we're up here. Alright, 12k from the top. Let's jump forward a fair bit. Alright, we're almost at the top. We've been caught by the peloton. Albert was actually cooking himself, I'm not going to lie. He's going to keep leading it on the front for now, although there's 2k to go and not much yellow left. We do want these points. That's kind of important to Albert. We've got Raul Garcia's flirting with danger. I think he's going to go for it. He is. Albert doesn't have the strength to go, so he's going to have to go 99 and hopefully hold on. Oh, he only gets second there, I think. 19 points difference. It is only second, so 4 points to Raul's way. We're going to have to take this descent very easy to try and get all of that yellow back. That is... Look, it's some risky riding, but I do want to try and sweep the jerseys. It's looking more and more likely as we get closer to the end of this tour that I don't think Jorgensen's going to be able to get it over us. So I want to see what we can do. Take away everything we can. Let's get on to this final Cat 3. Whoop, need to adjust our effort a little bit. Right, Jorgensen comparing to Albert is very interesting at the minute. He has similar energy levels, but we have a bit more left. And our green is a bit less though. So it's our stamina playing well to us at the moment. Although Jorgensen's on the move, we're going to have to counter. We might adjust our effort just to make sure we hold these groups. Let's grab mass. Grab that wheel. Perfect. Good work, Albert. Keep on 89 for now. Get over the top of this climb. There's Jorgensen, not thinking of attacking for now by the looks of it. Van Gils is here. Ooh, don't get caught out. Move around that rider, please, Albert. Thank you. Keep going, Albert. Keep going. Just hit effort for now, I think. Ride through these riders. Swinging onto the front near the top of the climb. Looks like he's got a gap, actually. Oh, this has worked out. Only 5k to go as well, we heard the commentator. We'll hit 99 with him. He's got a gap at least. Let's launch a sprint with him. Can he hold on? I don't think so. It's going to be Bowman, maybe. Oh, it's going to be Tullet. Van Gils. I'm terrible at picking them early. Van Gils from Tullet, Ariata, Garcia, Pirana, and Albert in the top 5. So a little bit of points in the end. 5th was paying 11 points, so not too bad. But I think Van Gils has done enough to take the green off Gaviria. Let's see the podiums. Alrighty, we have Maxime Van Gils taking another stage win for him. In terms of the GC battle, no major shake-ups still. Raul Garcia has... how many points is that? 8. 18 points, there we go. 18-point lead over us. I think that's right. Is that right? No, it isn't. A 17-point lead. I think it's 18. I think I was right. Gaviria, I got it wrong. Gaviria is still leading GC. I mean, points. God, I'm getting it really wrong. Really wrong. And Albert's still leading the young rider. EF also still leading the team class, although Bora's closing in. Okay, that's been it for this episode, guys. It's getting a bit more confident for Albert now. We should have a bit of a fitness tick up in the next episode as well. What have we got left? A hilly stage, 2 high mountain stages. Actually, let's just quickly jump into it. Into here so we can confirm. All right, well, we have a rest day next. That's great news. It's barely a hilly stage, but then we do have a massive mountain stage and another one back to back, so that's going to be quite hard. A hilly stage is not really a hilly stage. These are just flat stages for the Vuelta. A medium mountain and a hilly TT to wrap things up. Look, if we get through these two, I'm pretty confident we're going to win. That's where my head's at with it. All right, that's been it for now, guys. Peace out.